Streaming live over at supertalk.fm. We're also streaming from that SuperTalk Mississippi app and your local SuperTalk Mississippi radio station. But don't forget, you can watch us too. We are on your computer, your mobile device. Just head on over to SuperTalk TV. And you know as well as I that there are so many good things happening on main streets and downtowns across the Magnolia State. So today we are going to highlight what's happening downtown this weekend. It is brought to you by the Mississippi Main Street Association. And don't forget, you can always go to msmainstreet.com/calendar and you can get more information on upcoming events. But upcoming in Laurel, y'all are having a crawfish fest like none other. And joining us today is Carolyn Burks to tell us a little bit more. Hey, Carolyn.
Hey, how are you?
It is prime time for crawfish season, and it feels like everyone is taking the advantage of getting out and fellowshipping over some mud bugs, and Laurel's no different. So what y'all got going on this weekend?
Absolutely. We have the Community Bank Crawfest from 11 to 3 this Saturday in downtown Laurel. So we're pretty excited. We love a cook-off. So we've got about 25 teams competing to see who has the best boil.
You know, that's unique, too, because, Carolyn, if it's even a little bit hot, you really can't taste it, right? So it's interesting to see when you have a cook-off who comes out with the best crawfish. I'm sure it comes down to some of the fixins. Are those teams already set, or are there still room to add more teams, or come and enjoy it?
All of our teams are set. So we had all of them sign up by this past Monday, and they have to turn in what they're competing on. So we've got 25 teams, but they're actually cooking around between 30 and 35 different kinds of crawfish. So some teams are cooking, multiple kinds for their judging entries. So it's a pretty great selection. You'll see everything from really spicy to, folks that take the mild route, but we've had every kind of add-in from the regular, corn and potatoes and sausage to ravioli and sweet potatoes and squash in years past. So it gets really creative.
What would be your favorite add-in, Carolyn? Have you tried over the years?
The squash had to be my favorite. That was probably a very unexpected but very tasty addition to the boil last year.
Just slice it up like they normally would cook, throw it into the skillet and just let it do its thing, or do they boil it whole? That may be silly to question, but
the one that I tried, they sliced it thick and they just threw it in the last few minutes of the boil, so it really soaks up all the spices. But it was delicious. But you got to love a squash. So
you do have to. Well, that's something most Mississippians do. Can you pay extra, Carolyn, for someone to peel them for you?
Unfortunately, no. But there are a lot of experts around that can teach you how to do it if you struggle with it. So.
Oh, it's not that I struggle with it. It's that I struggle enjoying doing it, Caroline. But I am one that likes all the trimmings that kind of come with it. Okay, so this sounds like a really neat opportunity to come out. Is it like you buy a wristband kind of thing to get you in and then you get to taste all the crawfish, or kind of for the person who's coming hungry, how are they going to fill up their plates and bellies?
So you can go ahead and purchase your tickets. They're $25 pre-sale. Pre-sale ends Friday at noon. But you can buy those on our website, laurelmainstreet.com. But you can show up at the gate. Tickets are $30 at the gate. You get a wristband. You go in. You can taste as much as you want. But if you don't quite get filled up that way, we will have a vendor on site that's selling cooked crawfish at 5 pounds with all the fixins at market price. So you can buy some to take with you or eat there. But if you don't eat crawfish and you're just coming for the day and the music and the fun, we do have H&T concessions. They'll be selling corn dogs. So, and 12 and under gets in free. So bring the kids. We have kids activities. And if they're not crawfish eaters, they can have a corn dog.
Yeah, and if you're not into that, of course, just your Main Street and downtown in general gets folks out, Carolyn. I think sometimes we just look for an excuse to be able to take a trip to Laurel and shop and do all the things. Will all of your Main Street operations be up and running with doors open and all the fun things?
Absolutely. So we encourage folks to come out for the event, but definitely shop around our downtown. Hopefully we'll have beautiful weather, so it'll be a great day to walk around and just, visit all of our downtown shops and restaurants and just check out all that Laurel has to offer.
Is there any rain plan Bs or pivots that you guys may make if it does have unfortunate weather?
We are 100% rain or shine for all of our events. So unless it is lightning, and then it's kind of, up to you as a participant. But, we've had a little bit of rain every year, I think, for this event. April's just unpredictable. But, we have tents out there. Our businesses are open. So there's still plenty of opportunity to come out and enjoy the day.
Absolutely. Sit down and take your time and shell your crawfish and enjoy it. All right, Carolyn, where do they go for more information?
On laurelmainstreet.com, you can find out everything you need to know on our website, buy tickets, all of that. And, just keep an eye on our social media or Community Bank's social media. They are our presenting sponsor for this event. So they have some information on their social media as well. So either way, but laurelmainstreet.com is probably the best source of all of that information in one place.
All righty, Carolyn. Well, we're sending no rain dances your way, so hopefully for a great
yes,
great weekend. We appreciate that, and thank you for your time.
Thank you.
And if you can't make it out to get crawfish in Laurel, maybe you can make it out to get crawfish in Tunica. Here they're going to have that there too. Laura Withers is joining us to tell us a little bit more. Hey, Laura.
Hey, Rebecca. How are you?
Did I tell a fib? Will there be crawfish in Tunica this weekend?
There will be a lot of crawfish in Tunica this weekend.
I feel sorry for the crawfish. This weekend, they're going down everywhere.
Yes, anywhere, all across the state, it sounds like you can find crawfish.
Well, it's the perfect time of year for it. It's peak season, and it's one of the foods that brings everybody out to fellowship. So that's a good thing. So tell us about what's happening there in Tunica.
Okay, so this weekend, starting tomorrow, we have our annual Rivergate Festival. It is the biggest festival that the little town of Tunica sees. I like to joke that it triples and sometimes even quadruples our population for this weekend during the festival. We'll have live music and crawfish tomorrow night, and then the fun continues on Friday. We'll have music, crawfish, vendors, kids activities, you name it. There's something for everybody. And then on Saturday, we have all of those things plus a big barbecue cooking competition.
Ooh, tell me more about that. If you're not into crawfish, then barbecue may be your love language. What will be being thrown on the grill?
That's exactly right. So for the barbecue this year, our amazing sponsors, Waste Management and Neil Schaefer, have pitched in to help us put on an incredible competition. We have over 20 teams registered already. I believe you still can show up and cook. We'll have a competition for wings, beef, and ribs. And everything will get started around 9 a.m. on Saturday. If you want to taste some of the amazing offerings that these teams have, they are still looking for judges. So you can show up in Tunica at 11 a.m. and just say, hey, I want to judge some barbecue, and they'll send you to the right place.
I mean, I feel like half the people listening to Good Things right now, Laura, just raised their hand like I did. Like, who wouldn't want to judge a barbecue cooking contest? Although I don't know if I'd be a fair one. I'd be like, you get a prize and you get a prize. Everybody,
That's right. A lot of good teams, a lot of professionals. So it's hard to pick for sure.
It would be hard to pick. Good news is you don't have to do that to just come and sort of enjoy it. Is this one of those things where you buy like one if you want to come just for Friday night, or if you can buy for a pass for the weekend, or is it kind of each day its own separate little thing?
So the festival as a whole is completely free to get into. So come on down to Tunica, enjoy the music for free. Once you're in the park, you can purchase crawfish wristbands, or you can purchase them by the plate from our amazing group of crawfish cookers. They're known as the Crawfish Crew, and they do an amazing job. Last year, I want to say they sold something like 15,000 pounds over the course of the weekend. So they've got plenty. There's plenty of crawfish for everyone. We also have, if you don't like crawfish, we've got 11 different food trucks coming that you can purchase food from. And then the Bounce House Children activities, you can purchase tickets or wristbands to do that as well. But the festival itself is completely free to the public.
And who are your headliners in terms of the music?
Oh, my gosh. I'm so excited this year, Rebecca. We've got two amazing stages. Thursday night, I've got Bree Wooten and Shotgun Billy's Trio coming, as well as Honey Boy and Boots out of Starkville. On Friday night, my headliners are City Mix, which is an amazing party band, and really excited to welcome Keith Johnson and the Big Muddy Band up here. They are a Muddy Waters tribute band because he's the great nephew of Muddy Waters.
Oh, that's cool.
So he'll be here. Those both will start at 7:30 on Friday night. And then we also have music all day during the day on Saturday. We're really proud of one of our local residents who actually was a contestant on American Idol this year and got a golden ticket to Hollywood. And so she's bringing her talents back to Tunica and bringing a couple friends with her. Her name's Mary Aileen, and she's amazing. We're really proud to welcome her back.
Well, I love it. It does sound like a great weekend there in Tunica, Laura. I appreciate your time.
Yes, thanks so much, Rebecca.
Alrighty, and don't forget that you can go to msmainstreet.com/calendar to get more information on upcoming events in your downtown. But stick with us. We've got more for you coming.